of Mount Olive Trojans in the house. The women's game just moments away here on the opening tip-off here on this Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Holiday. Grace Sutherland, Alan Ellis with you today as we get ready for more Conference Carolinas basketball. North Greenville 3-12 overall coming in, looking for their third conference win on the season. Mount Olive 6-10, 4-4, trying to get back above 500 in the conference ranks. Opening tip controlled, brought down by North Greenville, and we're underway in game 1 of 2 today. Starting 5 for North Greenville, you got Donahue, Trenum, Schmidt, Shelton, and Hughes. As an early turnover picked off by the Trojans. Number 14, Jada Backus. From the right side, she'll kick it out. Trojans on the 3, got it from number 2, Nia Stiles.
And North Greenville's had some problems with turnovers the last few games. Mount Olive making them pay early.
And now here comes Schmidt over the basket, no good. Right back to the Trojans. Stiles breaking down the far side. Starting 5 for the Trojans, you've got Felicity Havens, Kennedy Jones, Nia Stiles, Jada Backus, and Hope Tolliver on the floor to start off for Mount Olive. Around the baseline, trying to go for the fadeaway, no good. Trenton might have got a piece of that one as here comes Donahue on the rebound. Karen Donahue for North Greenville, averaging 20.7 points a game. The only person in front of her on the floor right now in Felicity Havens as a travel called against the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, Trenton just got caught one step too many.
Mount Olive with the lead, 3-0 through the first minute of the first quarter. Trojans with it at the top of the circle. Jones has it over to Havens. Havens around the screen set, kicks it out right side. Backus for a moment, now trying to go underneath. Foul called as shot going up from Tolliver.
Foul the shot number 25, Elizabeth Trenum.
And Trenum with her first foul.
Trenum got a block the last shot. Taking over here, a little too much contact this time.
Put Tolliver at the line for Mount Olive, able to hit the first one. So far, all Trojans, North Greenville yet to get on the board. As a team, Mount Olive averaging just over 75% from the charity stripe on the season through their 16 games. As both of the free throws are good, 5-0 Mount Olive leads. Now Savannah Hughes has it over right side to Schmidt. Hughes back up top. Schmidt and Hughes trading it back and forth. Here comes Hughes down the middle. Backwards pass to Trenum, kicked out. Donahue right side, in and out on the 3, no good.
And Donahue had a cold shooting night against Barton. Looking like a lot of the same so far here tonight.
Long 2, good for Mount Olive from the right side. That's Stiles. And so far, Stiles setting the pace early for the Trojans as North Greenville finally able to get on the board. And it's Shelton getting the Lady Crusaders on the board. North Greenville still down 5, though, after the quick bucket by Shelton, and Trenum with the block out of bounds.
But what a bullet pass in by Mount Olive.
And you can see it here, Havens slinging it right underneath. Trying to find that was Tolliver underneath. At a shot clock. Accidental reset there. Bump back down to 20 seconds. Stiles on the left side for Mount Olive. They'll return it up top to Havens. We'll see what right side with Backus underneath. Free throw line jumper, no good. That one was short. Offensive board to Stiles, though. Here comes Stiles. She flings it up, no good as the shot clock's running down.
Wanted to get a foul, didn't get it.
Here's Hughes left side for NGU. Trying to go underneath Trenum. It's picked up by Shelton. Open look and off the left side of the rim.
Almost right place, right time for Shelton. Just didn't get the roll.
7-2. Mount Olive continues to lead. Trojans swinging around to the right side with Backus. Backus swarmed, gets a pass away to Jones. And now back out to Havens. Havens swarms. She gets a pass away. And here comes Backus underneath. Misses it short. And Donahue snatches a rebound away. Donahue will bring it into front court. Move it over right side, pull up for a long jumper, no good. Stiles with the rebound, Mount Olive trying to move quickly. And now we'll pull up short, and Havens will get the call in. Over to Jones, looking in the corner. Stiles is there. Stiles back up top to pick up Backus, left side. 3 on the way from Havens, short. And Schmidt will let it go out of bounds.
And neither team really not shooting all that well from the field so far for the first 4.5 minutes.
Mount Olive 2 for 7 now, and North Greenville only 1 for 5. Schmidt on the left side goes across the circle over to Donahue. Wants the 3, got it.
Gonna get a lot more of that out of Karen Donahue. A good start by number 14.
She had a bit of an off night. Mentioned that a moment ago in the last game against Barton as she tries to go for the steal and gets it. Got a tipped pass, and now Shelton relays it over to Hughes, left side. Hughes in the corner for Schmidt. Move it up left side, now up top, back to Donahue. Donahue drives in left side, gets it up to Shelton in motion. Shelton down the lane, over 2 defenders, can't get it. Trenum with the rebound. She'll have a go and is fouled.
Trenum just baiting.
Out of the shot, number 32, Kennedy Jones. Her first. Team
Foul
first.
called on Jones there.
Elizabeth Trenum the line for 2.
And Trenum at the line for 2 shots. But Donahue last Saturday against Barton, only 14 points and 8 rebounds. Bit of an off night for her as Trenum no good on the first shot.
As we've said, she's averaging nearly 20, a little over 28. So half as much scoring is expected out of her.
Yeah, not a lot of noise from Felicity Havens yet for Mount Olive as Trenum does hit the second one. Havens leads the Conference Carolinas in points per game, 23.1 for her. Almost halfway through the first quarter right now, she has none for the Trojans.
And then on top of that, we mentioned Donahue's in there. Mount Olive also with another in the top 5. 3 of the top 4 leading scorers in the conference on the floor tonight.
That is true. Mentioned Havens, Donahue, also Nia Stiles up there in the top 5. Shot clock running down at Mount Olive. Stiles puts it up and hits it.
Triple A number 2, Nia Stiles.
Only 5 foot, listed as 5 foot even is Stiles, and able to bury the 3. Now here comes Shelton, can't respond. Rebound will go to Kelly Post, number 20 for Mount Olive. Post to Havens, and now right side for Backus. Up top Stiles, looking underneath, pick up Tolliver. Tolliver back over to the left side corner for Havens, off the rim, no good. So Havens struggling in the opening quarter of play.
Don't expect that to last for long.
10-6, Mount Olive only leads by 4. North Greenville also having a hard time finding the basket. Donahue up top. And near side official saw something, couldn't see a signal though.
Media timeout.
Donahue whistle for a travel, going to turn it right back over to the Trojans.
Now, and that will take us to the under 5 timeout here in the first quarter. 4:25 to play with Mount Olive leading by 4. Take a look at the series history right here. Mount Olive leads the series 7-4. Met back in 2012. North Greenville won that one 66-62. And the last meeting last year, right around this time, actually tomorrow.
A year ago tomorrow, Mount Olive won 84-79 in a thriller.
So North Greenville trying to catch back up in this conference series. Had to wait and see. Still got 3 quarters played. Now our Conference Carolinas standings. Limestone still on top of things, a game ahead of Belmont Abbey. Right now, North Greenville closer toward the bottom in a tie with Converse right now, trying to work your way up. And the cutoff with Emmanuel still ineligible. The cutoff, Mount Olive is in 4th right now, or in a tie with 4th there with Southern Wesleyan. So North Greenville would be right around that 8th and final playoff spot mark for the conference tournament. So,
but you don't want to play it too close. Get as high up as you can.
That is true.
Converse in a weird situation, 2-6 in the conference, 6-10 overall for 3 more wins overall, but still, that's the only thing keeping them ahead of North Greenville right now.
Mount Olive with the ball coming off the Donahue travel. 2 defenders right back on Havens still, trying to keep her limited in this game. Backus left side, up top to Post. Post over to Havens. Havens right side, nowhere to go again. Into the corner, Stiles for three. It's in and out, no good. She almost had another one. Saunders fighting for it. Ball knocked around, out of bounds. Last touch by Post for Mount Olive. Now checking into the game, coming off that timeout, number 32, Cameron Carter, one of the players to watch for this game for North Greenville. She had 25 in the loss against Barton on Saturday.
Off the bench as well, didn't start. Been playing kind of a sixth-man role for this North Greenville team all year.
Saunders looking underneath for Averett, off the glass and in. And there is another playmaker who's burst onto the scene for North Greenville. Talking about number 41, Natalie Averett, a freshman from Warner Robins, Georgia.
Just the last 3 games alone, she's made her post presence known.
Stiles back outside the circle to Havens. Havens tries to take it down the middle, puts it up one-handed, in and out, no good. Averett able to out-jump her for the rebound. 10-8, North Green will go for the tie of the lead. Carter's gonna go for the lead, and off the glass, no good. Got a breakaway here as Havens behind Saunders, and there's the first points for Felicity Havens.
First of many.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter as Carter brings it into front court. Drives the right side, slings it back to Averett. Free throw line jumper is in and out, and rebound to Stiles. One-woman army for Mount Olive right now. That's Stiles. Gets the pass away, though, to Tolliver. Tolliver in trouble, picked off by Saunders. Saunders able to get it away to Donahue.
And Saunders had a good night against Barton.
Here comes Shelton in and good for two. Wide open on that left side.
Did a lot of that, getting steals that lead to fast break points. Number 23 with a chance to do it right there after a handoff to Karen Donahue.
12-10 as we have a whistle.
Foul call number 23.
And a foul against Saunders, who is guarding Post.
Near the game for the Crusaders, number 22, Bree Stoddard.
Now Bree Stoddard checking into the game for the North Greenville Crusaders.
Stoddard put up 7 points and 7 rebounds Saturday. Wait to see what Stoddard can do. One of those kind of utility three-point shooters that North Greenville likes to utilize. Is another whistle and foul coming in.
Foul call number 23, Tiana Saunders.
And that's 2 quick fouls on Tiana Saunders.
And that's been a problem for her all season.
Going to put Felicity Havens at the free throw line, a chance to give her some more points. Able to hit the first one. The Havens stat line from the game against Southern Wesleyan Mount Olive last played on January the 13th. They lost that one 75-72. Havens put up 22, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. So
Saunders trapped in the corner, gives it away.
And here comes Havens again, matched up against Saunders, and they're going to catch her again.
In most situations, that's a smart foul to prevent an easy fast break, but that's the 3rd on Saunders.
Foul call number 22, Bree Stoddard.
Actually, Stoddard getting whistled for it.
Well, I'm sure Saunders will take that lucky break. And Havens right back at the free throw line again, and putting Mount Olive ahead by 5. Havens averaging just over 88% from the free throw line and able to get them both. 6-point lead for the Trojans, 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Donahue on the right side will flip it to Saunders. She'll bring it out from the right wing. Now she'll duck it back in, try and sling it to Carter. And Carter, or we had an offensive foul called away from the ball. And again, looks like Saunders.
Foul call number 23, Tiana.
This time it will be her 3rd.
Team 5th.
Ran right through a block. That's 3 quick fouls, all in the first quarter for Saunders.
Checking.
I think they're checking fouls at the table, making sure everything gets whistled correctly. Now
Head coach Willis Holiday for North Greenville getting some sort of explanation. As here comes Post in the front court for Mount Olive. Looking back left to get it to Stiles. Stiles wanting to go underneath, but has to go back outside to Post still. Post moving up top, gives way to Stiles, 10 to shoot. Stiles looking underneath, has Backus in the lane, overshoots the basket, no good. Everett stripped of the rebound, and another whistle and foul.
They're gonna get Everett for it.
Foul call number 41, Natalie Everett. Her first.
I guess that little hop right in there didn't have herself established. And now this will put Jalen Copeland at the free throw line for Mount Olive.
And Mount Olive already in the bonus.
Able to get the first one.
Here in the game for Crusaders, number 21, Savannah Hughes. And Mount Olive, number 21, Hope Tolliver.
Copeland doesn't see the floor a lot for Mount Olive, only averaging about 10 minutes a game and 57%, almost closer to 58 from the free throw line. No good on the second one. Offensive board though, and they'll take Tolliver for 2. As Mount Olive had their lead cut down to 2, it's back up to 9. Largest lead here in the first quarter. North Greenville has yet to lead. Stoddard left side will drive in.
Stoddard gonna get whistled for her second.
I believe that was a Trojan foul against Backus.
Her first, team second. Here in the game for Mount Olive, number 22, Tamara Harris.
Tamara Harris coming in for Mount Olive, the senior guard from Portsmouth, Virginia. Carter looking for the inbound, picks up Hughes right down the middle, up against the defender, over the basket, but she'll be heading to the line for 2.
Smart play here on an inbound, finding a wide open Savannah Hughes.
Her first, team third.
North Greenville able to draw most of the 4 of the defenders out closer to the arc, as Hughes now at the line. No good on the first one.
Here in the game for Mount Olive, number 25, Janisha McCoy.
Hughes a 70% free throw shooter on the season for North Greenville. Does get the second one, so it's 19-11. Final minute of the first quarter, Mount Olive gonna have to take a shot and give it to North Greenville at least one more time. Post over to Harris. Harris back to Post right side. Stiles coming out from the lane. Right wing for Stiles, back up to Post as we got 40 seconds, 10 to shoot. Here comes Post, flips it back, and the jumper from the right side, no good from the hands of Janisha McCoy. And out of bounds back to NGU with 32.5 seconds left. Now head coach for Mount Olive, Wendy Lee, making wholesale changes. Another sub coming in. Kennedy Jones returning back to the floor.
But now because Mount Olive took a shot before the clock was going off, North Greenville is going to be forced to take a shot.
2 seconds difference between the two as it's down to 20 seconds on the game clock, 17 now on the shot clock. Donahue with it right side over to Stoddard. Across the circle to Hughes up top. Donahue 10 to shoot.
And fouled.
Donahue fouled on the drive.
Foul call number 20, Kelly Post. Her first, team 4.
10 seconds left in the quarter, 8 to shoot.
Yeah, reach-in foul right there.
And now they'll turn the shot clock off. So just 10 seconds left as Carter inbounds to Everett, tipped, and Stiles can't keep it in play. So 8.5 seconds left. Carter inbounding from the corner, goes underneath the basket. Donahue puts it up in traffic, gets her own rebound, puts it up again. Still nothing on the second with 2 seconds left from Mount Olive. Here comes Stiles from half court, and she made it.
And it counts.
Yep, that one's good.
Here, watch the replay on this one. Just lets it fly right into midcourt.
That was from over half court. Well, at the end of the first quarter, Mount Olive leads 22-11. Nia Stiles setting the blistering pace. She's already in double digits for the Trojans, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, just including that half-court buzzer beater. So at the end of one, 22-11, Mount Olive leading North Greenville here early in Conference Carolina's women's basketball action here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to Hayes Gymnasium here on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes a difference. Got some early fireworks, but more in favor of Mount Olive as Nia Stiles giving the Trojans an 11-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Donahue trying to reach in and go for the steal. And here comes Havens putting it up for three, and Havens starting to heat up.
Triple made number 24, Felicity Havens.
That's her first made three, and now she's got 9 on the day so far. Carter up top, North Greenville trying to answer, starting to lose touch of this game as Carter on the fadeaway, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up, in and out on the second shot. Long pass down to the near side, Stiles will put it up for 3 again, missed that one, and Carter gets the rebound.
North Greenville needing to slow down and try and draw something up.
And starting to suffer from the same problem they had Saturday. Barton running the up-tempo offense as here comes Donahue for 3, no good. Once again, a Trojans rebound with post. Post over to the left side to pick up Harris. Back up top to post, right side, Stiles with it now. Post still again up top, right side. Stiles over there. Trading it back and forth with Post, 10 to shoot. Here comes Post down the lane, up around Everett, missed it short. Rebound to go to Jones.
And knocked out of bounds by North Greenville. Or no, off the Trojans.
Number 25, Elizabeth Trenum. And number 34, Bailey Brazil.
Trenum rotating back in for North Greenville. Also Bailey Brazil making her first appearance today. And now the officials again displeased with something else. The clocks did start running this time, though. I'm not sure what he's talking about. He's pointing toward the Mount Olive bench.
They had already said something to the head coach about a minute ago, so it could have something to do with that.
Head coach Wendy Lee right there talking with two of the officials now. Katie Paschal and Brian Bagwell on her assistant staff. Coach Holiday in North Greenville, Angel McGowan, Tyler Horn, Tina Ballou, Brittany Kern, Leah Elliott, all on the staff.
A technical foul has been issued to number 2, Nia Stiles.
Nia Stiles whistled for a tech.
And that's what the extended discussion was about. So that should mean free throws, and North Greenville gets possession of the ball as North Greenville will be shooting from the left end goal. Cameron Carter to take them. Carter good on the first one. Carter good on them both.
Now there's the 2 shots. Now the ball still with North Greenville.
Good opportunity here to get things turned around. Mount Olive pulling out to a 14-point lead. That's a technical foul by Stiles. Here comes Carter, no good on the three. And the Trojans will corral it in. Here comes Havens taking off. Give her space, and she hooks it in good, but she's gonna get called for the charge.
And Carter's down and in a lot of pain.
Giving Havens too much space there.
Looks
Carter,
like she took a knee to the face right there.
Carter established herself, and trainer out to look at Carter.
And we've had a bad habit of this the last few games, just players going down hard.
Yeah, who was it Saturday that kept getting smacked to the floor? Was that Donahue?
Donahue kept going to the floor a few times that game. Remember the Southern Wesleyan game, their leading scorer ended up getting knocked out after the third quarter with a concussion. Remember Kobe Tate the other night? Got knocked a scar above the forehead. It's just not been a good go of it recently.
First foul against Havens. Carter helped up off the floor, and she's back on the North Greenville bench. Trainer still talking to her though, but looks to be done with the evaluation. Stoddard in a corner, tiptoes the baseline, trying to get the pass away to Brazil, but steps out of play.
But I like what North Greenville's trying there. Stoddard stepped on the line, but that play not settling for an outside three-point shot early into the shot clock, actually trying to drive in and find something else.
Up top in the hands of Backus, Mount Olive stepping in for a deep two, no good. Offensive board to the Trojans, that one is good. For number 21, Tolliver. 27-13, Mount Olive continues to lead the way. Hughes up top to Donahue, round to the left wing.
And Stiles reached in.
Foul ball number 2.
That's her second.
Her second, team third.
Stiles already with the technical, and
got to be careful. She gets a second tech, she's out. So can't be frustrated with these ticky-tack fouls.
inbound to Hughes for NGU. Tries to drive down the middle, nothing doing. Kicks it back out to Trenum, who hands it right back to Hughes. Hughes scoots her way over to the left wing, moves Donahue up top. Now they'll switch again as Hughes tests the right side, slings it backwards to Trenum, spins for the basket, gets it in.
And that's what North Greenville needs to do, get everyone involved, find your post threats, get down to the basket. You have a height advantage, go for it.
Havens with it for the Trojans, fires it up to Backus. Backus looking underneath and led her a little too far, trying to pick up Tolliver.
Right idea. Brazil was right on her, tried to spin her off.
Fifth Trojan turnover. North Greenville has 6 of them so far this game. Donahue gets a pass up top. Now moving over to the right side. Stoddard coming up to help, goes to Trenum, looking to free up Brazil underneath. Brazil on the one-hander, in and good.
Number 34, Haley Brazil.
Brazil, her first points of the game, is Stiles with it right side. Flips it up to Havens. Over to the left side for Backus, back up top to Havens. Pick up Stiles on the left side. Stiles back to Havens with 10 to shoot. Havens looking underneath, picks up Copeland, and another Crusader foul. And it'll be an and one here for Copeland.
Number 34, Bailey Brazil.
Brazil whistled for her first.
Her first, team first.
Called her in the air and hacked Copeland on the arm.
That's something North Greenville has to work on. Too many fouls right under the basket.
And one no good. Ball's loose, picked up by Havens, so another chance here for, well, never mind for Mount Olive.
Kick ball by Brazil is going to leave it with the Trojans.
Inbound sails outside the circle, pick up Tolliver over the left side, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound though to post, but knocked into the hands of Stoddard, and now here comes Hughes over the left side for a long two. That's too strong. Rebound swatted out by Stoddard, and back to Mount Olive.
Spent a lot of time on the right end with The Trojans trying to take a shot in North Greenville. Once they finally secure a rebound, we're only down on the left side for about 5 seconds.
29-17. Trojans lead by 12 here, looking to extend it. Havens right side, cross the circle, in and out of the hands of the intended target, scooped up by Donahue. Donahue down the far side, drives in, and runs out of real estate as she fires it up top to Hughes. Hughes wanted the three-pointer, couldn't get it, fired it left to Stoddard. Here comes Stoddard in the lane, off the bottom of the backboard, jump ball. And the arrow favors the Lady Crusaders.
Good awareness from Trenum to go wrestle for this one.
And tangled up with Tolliver, and oh, chippy down there.
Already had one technical foul called. I would not be surprised to see more.
Carter and Shelton back in for North Greenville. Shelton will fire it on the inbound to Carter. Corner three is good for Carter.
I mean, what else can you say? Great shot.
Carter makes it look so easy. Here comes Mount Olive going underneath. Backus back out to Post. Post on the right side, drives to the lane, hacked on from behind by Brazil, and the foul called.
The follow-through is what's going to get her. The block was fine.
Foul call number 25, Elizabeth.
Trenum's the one that gets whistled for the hack on the arm. Brazil had a clean block.
Free throws for Post. No good on the first one. Yeah, 82% free throw shooter for Post. Able to get the second one though, so 30-20, Mount Olive up by 10.
But North Greenville not letting Mount Olive run away and keeping this deficit about 10 to 14 points for the last minute or so.
Carter from way downtown can't get it in. Backus on the rebound for the Trojans as we approach the halfway point here of the second quarter with 5 minutes to go. Havens with it up top, steps inside the circle, in and out. Ball popped up, snatched by Donahue.
And North Greenville doing well on the defensive rebounds. Now need to cash in on them.
Donahue high to Shelton, able to keep it in play, and she throws it away. Mount Olive ball once more.
Media timeout.
And that will be our under 5 timeout with Mount Olive leading by 10, 30-20 here in the second quarter. North Greenville hanging around. Can they close the deal? We round out the first half here on the North Greenville Sports Network. .39 left to play here in the second quarter. Mount Olive leading North Greenville 30-20 here on this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Trojans set to inbound the ball here, coming out of the under 5 timeout as Post heads over to the left side. Trojans been able to keep a pretty consistent advantage. North Greenville has not led yet this game. Felicity Havens leading scorer in the conference with 9 points so far. And the ball, she drives in, loses it out of bounds, and she lost it herself back to North Greenville.
North Greenville might have got the tip on it, but it looks like she had like the reactionary reaching out for it, and that was the last tip.
Carter in the front court over the left side for Shelton. Shelton back right side to pick up Carter, now back left over to Shelton. Back right, Carter relaying underneath to Brazil. Reach-in foul against the Trojans.
Mount Olive
Foul call number 21.
playing a little aggressive,
Oliver.
trying to get these
Her
steals.
second, team fourth.
It's ending up costing them.
Second foul against Hope Tolliver. Fourth team foul against Mount Olive.
Number 2, Nyla Stiles.
And here's Stiles back in. She's leads the team right now so far through this game with 11 points. With North Greenville able to get some there themselves.
Trenum quickly on the rebound, or on the inbound and straight up off the glass.
Love those quick shots off the rebounds, or the inbounds.
You did it too.
Shot missed short from Bacchus.
And for the first time all game, North Greenville, more people trying to get the defensive rebound than Mount Olive.
Got Trenum open underneath again, that close quickly. Pass tip to Shelton. Now Breck to Brazil, now to Trenum. Trenum fouled from behind, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Now North Greenville drawing fouls at a fairly consistent pace.
24,
It's against Havens.
Her second.
That's her second.
Elizabeth Trenum.
And that's the 5th, so North Greenville in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Trenum able to get the first one.
Into the game from Mount Olive, number 32, Kennedy Jones.
Kennedy Jones back in for Mount Olive. Second free throw well short, but Shelton gets the rebound. Kicks it to Donahue right side to Trenum at the top of the circle. Back right to Shelton. Now Brazil at the right side of the lane gets a shot.
North Greenville starting to realize that with Brazil and Trenum down by the basket, they're having a huge advantage. Cut the lead to 5.
30-25. North Greenville closest they've been since the first quarter. Havens hands it off to Stiles, moving left, and now back left side for post. Back up top, Bacchus is there going underneath for Jones. Blocked from behind by Brazil. Clean block by Brazil. Now here comes Shelton. Over to Donahue right side. Slings it to Trenum. Trenum down the lane. Nobody guarding her, and Trenum's got it.
That's going to be a timeout for Mount Olive.
Look at this great pass from Donahue to Trenum. Nobody guarding that left side. Trenum just able to run right by Kennedy Jones and Jada Bacchus over there.
Yeah, 3 different Trojans caught with their back to the ball. Easy too from number 25.
And Trenum already with 8 points now for North Greenville. Great night for her despite 2 fouls. And another opportunity for North Greenville coming up to at least try and tie the game, pending a defensive stop.
The script's kind of been flipped from the first quarter. North Greenville fouled a lot and sending Mount Olive to the bonus. Mount Olive doing the same here in the second. North Greenville only with 2 team fouls so far.
And the Trojans in a 4-minute scoring drought as well. Another block as Trenum got a hand on it. Offensive board though to Mount Olive, but jump ball called once more. Arrow favors the Trojans as that was Brazil and Jones.
And Brazil starting to get under the skin of the Trojans.
And gotta be as Carter steals the inbound. Carter on the right side. Goes to Donahue down the lane. Dishes to Shelton. Loses it out of bounds. Luckily off the foot of Jones. Right idea, just a little shaky on the execution.
North Greenville wasn't expecting to have that situation to begin with. Kind of ran with it.
Bounce pass to Brazil, and a foul against the Trojans.
Foul call number 20, Kelly Post.
Against Post.
Her second.
Shelton's the one that ended up with the inbound.
Shelton, the line, 4-2.
Now a chance to cut the game to 1.
Shelton with 4 points through this first half of play. Gets the first one.
Leader of the game about Olive is number 22, Tamara Harris.
Tamara Harris coming back in from Mount Olive. 1 more free throw to go. Got it as well. 1 point lead for Mount Olive.
North Greenville's found what works, and it's working well. Brazil and Trenum playing under the basket.
Averett heading to the scorer's table, getting ready to come in maybe for one of those two. As here's Havens open for three. Can't get it to go though. Brazil with the rebound.
Yeah, Havens gone cold from beyond the arc.
Mount Olive trying to go for the steal. Won't come up with it. Donahue able to get away. Still not out of the woods yet. Hands it to Carter. Carter trying to get around defender. Drives into the lane and gets the shot and the foul. First lead for North Greenville as Carter able to get the blocking foul against Havens, and I think that
should be her third. Maverick coming in for Trenum, which is an interesting little dynamic I haven't seen yet. Brazil and Everett both on the floor at the same time. Normally they're the two that swap out.
Carter for the and one, able to get it, and North Greenville with their first lead of the game now at 2 points. Styles bringing it to the front court and go over the left side for Harris. Back right side to pick up Backus. Up top, Styles. Bounce pass over to Harris. Switch it back to Styles, and again, still on the right side, Backus. Backus down the baseline, fires over to Harris, who goes for the jumper, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Mount Olive. Minute 30 to go, and North Greenville with the lead and the momentum of this second quarter as they have outscored Mount Olive 21-8. Here comes Carter, gets it to go, and the foul again.
It's a second straight and one opportunity.
Foul shot number 32, Kennedy Jones.
Kennedy Jones called for the foul against Carter.
North Greenville just starting to frustrate this Trojans team.
Trojans are leaving too much space inside the arc. Carter for the end one. Once more adds it. 5-point lead for North Greenville.
That's 6 straight points from Carter.
Mount Olive looking for the answer here as a long two off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Donahue, gets it to Brazil, fires it back to Donahue.
Now the Trojans doing exactly what North Greenville was doing before. They're just not waiting into the shot clock and taking some pretty low percentage shots.
Brazil in and out from the free throw line. Rebound to Trojans here in the final minute of the second quarter. Backus from the right side. Outmaneuvers 2 defenders. Here comes Styles all day for 3. Missed it wide left. Brazil with the rebound. Bobbles it.
Foul.
And the Trojan foul. They go against Jones.
Foul ball number 32, Kennedy Jones.
That's her third.
That's a lot of problems for this Trojans team. 2 players already in foul trouble, and we're not even to the halfway break.
2 shots coming up for Bailey Brazil here with 46 seconds to go. Got the first one. Got them both, 37-30. North Greenville with a 7-point lead. Trojans now and have gone scoreless since the 6:22 mark of this quarter. Bounce pass underneath Jones, trying to get over Brazil, over the basket. Offensive board to the Trojans. Almost knocked away again, kicked back out to Styles. Styles on the edge of the circle with 10 to shoot. 6-minute scoring drought for Mount Olive with 22 seconds to go. 2 to shoot, Styles flings it up, misses it well short, and a shot clock violation against the Trojans. And now with 15 seconds to go, North Greenville can hang on to it.
It's kind of overcompensated. We're taking too many quick shots, waited way too long to find somebody open that time.
Carter's gonna hang on to it just past the half-court stripe, 5 seconds to go. See if Carter can get the buzzer beater away. Looks for the shot, puts it up, off the rim, no good.
And the half-court Crusaders lead.
Still, I think Coach Holiday will be happy to take a 7-point lead into the locker room here up 37-30.
And that might easily be the best quarter of action North Greenville's had this entire season.
Outscoring Mount Olive 26-8, and the Trojans end it on a 6+ minute scoring drought.
Now North Greenville, that's going to be very exciting to be able to pull that off from 10 down to now 7 up. But you have, if you're Willis Holiday and the coaching staff, you have to remind them we still have half a game to play. You can't just lay off now.
7-point lead for North Greenville here at the half. Guys teams get to take to the floor to get their warm-ups in. Their game will be coming up after the conclusion of this one. Expect around a 4 p.m. tip-off. So at the half, North Greenville using a big surge in the second quarter to take a 37-30 lead into the locker room here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Well, I love it.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
Suede.
Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Tiffany Friel in Landrum today.
Each year, more than 500 student athletes compete here at North Greenville University. Since its conception, the Crusader Club has helped fund our athletics program to help our athletes compete at the highest level possible.
Join one of our 5 membership levels, ranging from a $25 student level all the way to a full $20,000 scholarship level. Each membership and donation helps pay for scholarships, buy meals for athletes, as well as facility and equipment upgrades. Join today and support our athletes by going to nguathletics.com/Crusader Club.
Welcome back to halftime here at Hayes Gymnasium. North Greenville with a 7-point lead over Mount Olive, 37-30, using a big second quarter, the best quarter of play North Greenville might have all season, outscoring the Trojans 26-8. And so Trojans go scoreless for the final 6:22 of that quarter. Here's some team numbers for you as North Greenville shooting just under 39% from the floor. Mount Olive, their numbers went down in that second quarter, especially only 9 for 33 from the floor. 4 of 10 though from beyond the arc. North Greenville only 2 made threes all game. Both teams have had plenty of time at the charity stripe tonight. 72% on free throws to 78 for North Greenville. North Greenville also able to out-rebound the Trojans 23-22, and the Lady Crusaders able to win the turnover battle for that first half, 7-8. Another good category right there, 14-12 with the points off turnovers. North Greenville able to get to the basket early and often. Cameron Carter leading the way for North Greenville with 11 points. Nia Stiles with 11 for the Trojans, but she also managed to get a technical foul back in the first quarter. Felicity Havens, leading conference scorer, has 9 for the Trojans. Other Lady Crusaders having good games. Elizabeth Trenum's got 8. Bailey Brazil has 6. And I know Shelton has 6. So excited to see who's going to step up in this next quarter of play.
And North Greenville put a lot together, deciding to flip their game plan at some point in the second quarter. Instead of running with 3 guards and 2 forwards, instead putting out an extra forward, a center, and playing a lot more big in the post. And it worked to good dividends for the Crusader sideline.
Bailey Brazil has seen more time on the floor. Natalie Averett has seen more time on the floor tonight.
Expect a lot out of Averett, Trenum, and Brazil. The 3 tallest and the 3 post threats for North Greenville.
Also keep in mind, Mount Olive still has not scored since before the under 5 timeout in the second quarter. So
almost 6.5 minutes without a basket so far. Not even without a basket, without a score period.
So they need points on the board. Not just to get back in this thing, as now suddenly North Greenville has had the momentum pendulum switch their way. And North Greenville's got to keep it down. Coach Holliday has his squad ready and assembled. Looks like starting the second half will be the same that started the first. Schmidt, Shelton, Donahue, Hughes, and Trenum. For Mount Olive, here comes Havens, Post, Stiles. Let's see, Tolliver's out there as well as Backus. And North Greenville will start us off in the third quarter, up by 7. Hughes back and post up to the edge of the circle. Test the right side, nothing to do it there. Hands off to Shelton, coming in motion, looking underneath Trenum. And Trenum able to draw the foul.
Mount Olive picking up where they left off on foul calls.
It's against Tolliver for her 3rd.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd different Trojan with 3 fouls.
Yeah, a lot. Fouls are starting to rack up for Mount Olive. Havens has 3. Kennedy Jones has 3. Donahue at the top of the circle for North Greenville, looking to go left side, kicks it back out to Hughes. Hughes tries the lane, puts up a right-hander, no good, rebound post. Mount Olive, long pass, Stiles left side. One-on-one with Shelton, kicks it out to Havens all day for 3, got it.
Now Mount Olive finally breaks a 7-minute scoring drought. See what they can do on defense.
I'll give Havens 12 as here comes Donahue looking to Trenum underneath the basket, and up and in for Trenum.
They may have let up the basket, but they didn't let up an and one.
And Trenum's got 10 on the day. 2 defenders on post, able to get around Schmidt. Over the left side, Havens. Havens over to Stiles, long 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Jones, though. Fires it back to Stiles. Here comes Stiles, tripped up by Shelton on the foul.
Stiles just aware Shelton was behind her.
Foul call number 12.
Just took a shot.
Her first, team first.
First foul against Shelton. Inbound will go to post, and now back out to Havens. Havens trying to bring motion in, goes over right wing to post. Now she gives it right back to Havens, and Havens traveled.
But great, you hit right on it. Not a lot of motion in the Trojans offense, just a lot of standing in the same place and hoping things would work out on the motion for whoever had the ball.
They just set up the offense and then
didn't do a lot with it.
Stand there. Here comes Hughes over to Trenum, hooks it in, spins up for the basket. Good. Trenum's got 12.
25, Elizabeth Trenum.
Great performance by Trenum so far.
Certainly a breakout game of the season for Elizabeth Trenum, as 41-33 North Greenville leads it. So far the only points of this quarter have come from Felicity Havens' 3-pointer. She's gonna try for it again from the top of the circle. No good, too strong. Rebound will go to Jones. Jones flinging those elbows, puts it up for 2, no good. Donahue with the rebound.
And Donahue only with 3 points so far in this game. Hasn't really made her mark yet.
Here comes Trenum right side, wanting to go to Shelton, can't get it to her, goes to Donahue up top. Donahue from the left side looking to add to her point total, does.
We have made number 14, Eric Donahue.
And Donahue's got 5 now. And a 10-point lead for North Greenville. This is their largest of the game. at any point. As here's Stiles from the left side. Floats it up, short, no good. Hughes holds the rebound in and fakes a pass, goes up for the layup, in and out.
Right idea, just didn't get the friendly roll.
I mean, it's like the Red Sea parted. She had all day to go right down the middle for it. Here comes Stiles, drives in for the jumper, short. Rebound tip, brought in by Shelton. Two on one here. Shelton kicks it over left to Hughes. Back to Shelton, up and in. Timeout, Mount Olive. And the Trojans' defensive struggles continue. The Trojans left with 2 timeouts now. 6:58 to play here in the third. North Greenville rolling, picking up where they left off at the end of the second quarter. A 12-point lead.
And you can see right there on the edge of your screen, Wendy Leak talking to her coaching staff. Just not having any answers for this North Greenville offense right now.
Shelton is only 1 bucket away from double digits for NGU.
Donahue, even though she hasn't had a lot of scoring going on with 5 points, has 6 rebounds and 2 assists. So making her mark known elsewhere to go along with a couple steals that aren't listed on this page yet.
Still a good night overall for Donahue. And getting some help from the rest. Good to see her get some help from the rest of the team.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago against Southern Wesleyan. Dropped, I believe, 28-30 points. And just one other player scored in double digits in that game.
Once again, Mount Olive ball, but they haven't scored in the past 2.5 minutes. Post over to the left side for Stiles. We'll trade it back and forth between Stiles, Post, and Havens on the right side. Stiles has also cooled off from beyond the arc, as here comes Mount Olive down the middle, and the Trojans able to get to the basket. Number 10, Jalen Copeland, right down the middle. Donahue up top for North Greenville, got the left side open, blocked and fouled.
Donahue going to the stripe. Realized she had a one-on-one opportunity on the outside. Gets blocked, but hacked on the arm in the process.
First foul against Copeland. Donahue good on the first one. The first free throws of the game here for Donahue. Got them both. Lead is back up to 12. Mount Olive once again looking to answer. Havens going underneath Jones now from the corner. Stiles for 3. Short, no good. Rebound to Jones. Trying to go back to Stiles. Might have been tipped out of bounds by Schmidt. It was. Stay with Mount Olive.
Schmidt's been really good, realizing in the last few games, whenever a pass is trying to go to the outside corner and tipping it out of bounds or getting a steal.
Post is going to airmail the inbound back to Havens. Havens trying to get it back to Stiles. Stiles from the right side, pulls up for a long 2, no good, but a foul against NGU. And Schmidt.
Foul call number 11, Kylie Schmidt. Her first, team second.
Oh,
reach in on the way by.
Stiles short on the first free throw. Does get the second one. Stiles really got off to a good start back in the first quarter. She's 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. As a team, Mount Olive 5 of 14. Here comes Brazil with a good feeder pass from Donahue.
Donahue faked the shot. Got a nice bounce pass after she got the defense off their feet.
Now Brazil's got 8 on the day for North Greenville, and it's 49-36. Here's Jones at free throw line, right side to Havens for 3. That's in and out, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Shelton.
Here the game for Crusaders, number 32, Cameron Carter.
Mount Olive ball here with Carter coming in for Shelton.
And Carter, after taking a spill in the first half, came back and was scoring machine for a little while.
21, Hope Tolliver.
See what you can do here.
Mount Olive answering with a late sub with Tolliver running on. The inbound goes to Stiles here with 5:30 to play in the third. Post left side, drives into the lane and forced back out by Carter. Post still scurrying around, puts up the short jumper, no good. Ball right out of bounds, controlled by Mount Olive to Jones, back out to Post, right side for Havens. Havens will take it herself. And
just about got the and one there.
And instead she'll head the line for two.
Foul call number 11, Kylie Schmidt.
Schmidt tagged with another.
Team third.
Too much contact while the driving to the lane.
North Greenville's been exploiting a flaw in the defense for Mount Olive. Mount Olive seems to have found something in this North Greenville defense the last few times down on Kylie Schmidt.
Fifth missed free throw of the game for Mount Olive. That free throws starting to get away from as they go 1 for 2 on that trip from Havens. Pass right side over to Donahue, looking into the corner. Here comes Schmidt down the baseline, slings it over to Carter. Carter pump fakes on for three, good. Nice little step forward there, good enough not to travel, but she gets 3 out of it.
Carter got to kick ball. But back to that three-pointer, Carter almost seemingly does better with pressure.
I'll take a score under 5, timeout, 4:52 to play here in the third. North Greenville able to increase upon their halftime lead from 7 to 15, 52-37. Crusaders cruising right now, but still a quarter and a half to go here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Ready to go once more. 4:52 left here in the third. North Greenville with a 15-point advantage over the Trojans from Mount Olive. Just joining us here on this Martin Luther King holiday, North Greenville using a 26-8 second quarter, outscoring Mount Olive, and so far keeping up the pace, outscoring the Trojans here 15-7 in the third. Halfway through this third quarter of play, Mount Olive needing some points as the shot clock under 10. Post on the left side, going to go for 3, and no good, wide left. Foul on the rebound.
And that'll be the 4th on number 21.
Foul call number 21, Hope Tolliver.
That's Tolliver with her 4th.
Now, 1 foul away for Tolliver, 2 other Trojans sitting at 3 fouls right now.
And Havens is one of them. Here comes Hughes. Over to Carter, left side, gonna go for the 3 and rattle it out.
Foul on the rebound.
Likely against Brazil. Look at this 3-pointer. Up
Schmidt.
And
Team 4.
Schmidt gets called for it.
Number 22, Tamara Harris.
that one is halfway down. So a lucky break there for Mount Olive. The deficit remains 15 to make up. Havens right side. Fires it over to Stiles. Stiles back out to Havens. Now over to Post up top. Post will try the left side.
Now Hughes going to get whistled for a foul.
Foul call number 21, Savannah Hughes.
Her first, but team's 5th, so 2 shots for Mount Olive now. It'll be for Post. Only 1 point for Post this game. It did come on an earlier free throw. Gets another one. Got them both. That's 52-39. Mount Olive stepping up the pressure here. Now they'll drop Havens back. Post up to pressure Hughes. Hughes from the right side is going to go for the hook shot and get it.
That's something Hughes has been good at. That's her shot, and she cashes in.
Very nice floater, able to get it as post. Blocked from behind by Brazil.
Brazil been getting these clean blocks right under the post. Huge height advantage for 34 on just about anybody that's driving in. Catches another one right there.
Trojan inbound. Fired over to Havens' right side. Donahue giving her a lot of room. She'll fire the three, miss it short, and the rebound will go right to Donahue.
North Greenville realizing what's going on. Trojans pretty cold from outside. Don't have to pressure too hard on the line. Just prevent a drive and dare them to take the shot.
Trying to feed it through underneath, picked off by Jones, and now here comes Stiles, and she's picked off by Hughes. Over to left side, Donahue wants three. Got it!
That's just a microcosm of what's been happening for the Trojans all night. Finally get something going their way, immediately give it back, and North Greenville cashes in.
Can't leave Donahue that wide open, and it's 57-39. North Greenville getting ready to put 20 above Mount Olive as here comes Havens, and she'll have one more coming up.
Now, it's no secret, Mount Olive's offense flows through Stiles and Havens, but between the scoring leaders, Havens 23.1 and Stiles 17.8 a game. That's over half of the scoring production for this Mount Olive team, and neither have really made too big of an impact today.
Havens with 13, Stiles with 12. They lead the team, but Mount Olive needing a little bit more help.
That's over half their points, just like anything, but Mount Olive averaging about 70 a game, sitting at 42 through almost 3/4 of play.
Donahue on the left side, switching with Hughes. Hughes looking underneath, Trenum wide open again.
That was just great basketball IQ. Trenum found where the split was in the zone.
Here comes post for three, that's no good. Donahue with her her eighth rebound. 59-42, North Greenville leading by 17. Donahue fires it right side to Carter. Back up top to Donahue and Trenum. Back right, Carter wants a long three. That's short, no good. Gets her on rebound, tries for two, got it.
Carter thriving under pressure once again.
19-point lead for North Greenville. Here's Stiles on the left side, under 2 to play in the third. Over to post on the right. Fired over to Stiles in the corner, steps in for the long two, got it.
Stiles finally making a shot from that side. She's missed her last 3 or 4, trying to go deep twos and edge threes from the left side.
61-44, Coach Holliday trying to slow things down, wanting to be a little bit more possession controlled here. And take us to the end of the third. Trenum up top. Over to Carter right side. 10 to shoot as it's back to Hughes. Now Brazil. Brazil over to Donahue for three from the top. Got it!
Karen Donahue finally starting to heat up. Had a pretty lackluster first half with 3 points, but showing out here in the third.
Stiles tiptoeing the baseline and drawing the foul against Trenum. That last three gives Donahue 13 for the game. And 2 shots coming up here for Stiles.
It's the third foul on Elizabeth Trenum.
Her third.
Still, I wouldn't think that's too much cause for concern.
Not right yet, but
Averett getting ready to come in. Stiles able to hit the first one.
Sheldon coming in as well. Trenton and Donahue both taking a seat.
See if Averett can get the scoring going. She got 2 points and a rebound.
But it has been a defensive powerhouse so far.
Stiles good on them both.
But back to Averett right there. Just sadly, defensive pressure isn't a stat that's kept in the books. But Averett's really shown out for North Greenville.
Hughes able to get the rebound to step ahead of post as we're into the final minute here of the third quarter. North Greenville can run the clock down to about just under 40 seconds, but they are going to have to get a shot away.
Gonna wait till about 7 or 8.
Shot clock down to 5. Here comes Hughes from the right. Goes to Shelton. Shot clock down to 2. Shelton right side. Hughes for 3 at the buzzer. Off the rim, no good. Doesn't get the violation. Now here comes Mount Olive.
Trojans absolutely thought that was a violation. Just stood around and waited.
Turnover, ball loose on the floor. Shelton scrapping for it. Gets it away to Averett.
20 seconds. Plenty of time to get down the floor.
Here comes Carter over to the right side for Hughes, and she turns it over.
Just no real reason to force that pass for Carter. All she had to do was get it into the front court and then just run out the clock for the third quarter.
Well, Mount Olive has 1 quarter buzzer beater. Here's Havens with 6 seconds left. Havens will fire a long 3, miss it short, and give it back to North Greenville with 2.5 seconds left.
Now North Greenville more than likely just going to opt to inbound and run out this quarter.
They'll give it to Carter. Carter will take off, get to half court, put it up, and miss it high. Carter putting a little too much juice behind that one, but still North Greenville up 64-46. They outscored Mount Olive in this quarter 27-16, and they will take a...
Math a little hard, it's 18.
Yep, I totally blanked on that one. It's an 18-point lead into the fourth quarter of play here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Here at the start of the fourth quarter, North Greenville up 64-46. 10 minutes left to try and finish this one out. I have to see if Mount Olive has a comeback left in them, as Havens able to draw the foul to start us off here.
Foul call number 41, Natalie Abrams.
Foul against Averett. It'll be her second. Inbound will go to Havens and over to Post right side. Post looking to go underneath. Jumper from the right side, no good. Brazil with a rebound. And on
Averett and Brazil.
Yeah.
Post threat is a real problem for this Trojans offense.
Carter from the corner for 3. She's got 19 now, as here's Post up on the right. 67-46, 21-point lead now for North Greenville. Crusaders able to give, Lady Crusaders able to give themselves a little bit more breathing room, as here comes Post, puts up the right-hander, good. Might not want to bring this up, but North Greenville did give a 14-point lead up against Southern Wesleyan, eventually lost that one in overtime, but that was a 14-point lead versus what is now a 19-point lead. Here's Hughes. Too much. Brazil gets the rebound, kicks it out to Shelton for 3. Wide left, no good. Rebound Trojans.
But the Trojans have had struggles from the field the entire game, not really able to cash much of anything in.
Yeah, if the Trojans want to get the comeback going, they got to get scoring and score in a hurry. And when you go on a 7-minute scoring drought, that's really hard to do, as there goes Harris in for a bucket. So North Green will be more than happy to trade baskets, but if Mount Olive goes on another scoring drought like they did to end the second quarters, here comes Carter on the floater, no good. This game is all but over. Trojans on the break from the right side, and blocked out of bounds by Brazil, going up against Janisha McCoy.
I'd like to know the exact number on blocks Brazil's got for this game. That's her second or third chase down block.
And number 25, Elizabeth Trenholm.
Trojans inbound to Havens. Brazil with 3 blocks as Havens fires along 2 and hits it. There you go. She's got at least 3. As a team, North Greenville's mounted up 5 blocks again against Mount Olive. Here's Trenholm from the free throw line, rolls it out, no good. 67-52, 7:40 to play here in the fourth. Stiles from the left side, brings it out from the corner, fires it up top to Havens. Havens steps inside for 2 and hits that one.
And now the Trojans starting to heat up.
I'm all for not wanting to. Carter blocked from behind, got it to Trenholm. Now Donahue wide open left side, missed it short. Trenholm going for the rebound, rips it away, in trouble though. And timeout called by North Greenville. Now I'm all for trying to play that more possession-based offense, but if you do that for too much, you're gonna lose the lead.
Which is probably why Willis Holiday ended up calling that timeout. Trenholm, more than adept at getting out of a trap in the corner like that, was about to do it. Calls a timeout instead.
That leaves North Greenville with 3. Mount Olive's got 2 left for the game. 7:13 left. Mount Olive shooting just over 30% from the floor, compared to 45 for North Greenville. Lady Crusaders definitely having one of their better shooting nights, even though Mount Olive out-rebounding them by 2. All right, the lead is 13. North Greenville got up to 21. Mount Olive trying to pull things back into their corner. Donahue inbounds to Kara Herring now in, and Tiana Saunders with 4 fouls. Saunders in motion, hands it off to Donahue. Donahue up top. Goes around Trenholm. Donahue from the left side. More contact, goes over to Schmidt, coming from the right, and Schmidt's fouled.
Hard foul from behind by the Trojans.
Foul the shot, number 14.
It's number 14, Jada Backus.
Her second.
But
Team first.
Schmidt found a crease through a layer of the zone. Had an easy lane to the basket. Trojans' only option was to foul.
And Schmidt, it's her first points of the game on the first free throw. Good on the second one, and it's 69-54. Left side pass over to Harris, drives in and hits it. And this has been the best shooting all game for Mount Olive here in the fourth.
But is it a little too late?
Saunders on the right side, steps on the circle, now pulls it back out. Goes from the left side now, bobbles it, gets it back, flips it to Trenholm. Trenholm will have a go, misses it, gets her own rebound, and a Lady Crusader foul on the rebound.
I'd like to see the replay on this one. Trenholm coming down with her own rebound.
Foul call number 24, Kara Herring.
And it's called on Herring, who was behind the play. Well, Mount Olive down 13, certainly within reach, as here's Havens up top, trying to spin her way down the lane, goes up and misses it left, gets her on rebound though, brings it out, looking for help, gets it away. Now over left side, Stiles flings it up wildly, no good. Saunders on the rebound, and
that'll be her 5th.
She's gonna foul out.
Pretty hard on the loose ball foul. That's the correct call.
Team third. Bring the game for the Crusaders, number 34, Bailey Brazil.
So Saunders is done for the game. She will finish without taking a shot.
Also into the game for the Crusaders, number 21, Savannah Hughes.
6 minutes left to go in the fourth. Mount Olive down 13. On the right side in the hands of Backus. Backus up top to Stiles. Stiles over to Havens. And Havens travels.
Here in the game for Crusaders, number 32, Cameron Carter.
Also back in, Cameron Carter, number 32 there. Gets it to Hughes on the right side. Hughes pressured by Stiles. Can't shake her. Gets it to Brazil, back to Hughes. Try and run some time off the clock. Hughes to the free throw line, runs it through the circle. Fires it up to Donahue. Donahue down the lane, fires it over to Trentham. Trentham from the left with under 10 to shoot. Trentham to Hughes in motion, puts it up, gets the foul. And with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, was running low on time.
Her third.
That's the third on Backus.
And now it's going to be a race to see who gets that fourth foul between Havens, Jones, and Backus now. Hughes able to get the first free throw. Second one as well. 71-56. North Greenville leads. Mount Olive here as we approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Stiles over to the right side for Harris. Harris up top, goes up against Carter. Now Hughes fires it back to Saunders from the right, puts it up one-handed, hits it.
Shot made to Niles Stiles.
And that's the shot Stiles has been struggling with all night. These floaters over the taller defenders, finally starting to make him.
Here comes Donahue, flicks it back out to Trentham. Now Carter on the right side. Carter takes it herself, and with the alley-oop.
Number 32, Cameron Carter.
Carter now with her 21 points. And Stiles gets bailed out.
And that's
a timeout.
That's back-to-back 20-point games for Cameron Carter off the bench. Had 25 on Saturday to lead the team.
And a large portion of that, I believe North Greenville had 44 off the bench, and of course Carter had 25 of it.
Now that's something we get to say a lot. Normally North Greenville's offense dominated by one player, Karen Donahue or Cameron Carter, one or the other. 3 different Crusaders in double figures with Donahue, Trentham, and Carter today.
Good to see for North Greenville starting to spread it around.
And several other players sitting at about 7, 8, 9 points. Could easily join them.
Mount Olive looking for the inbound to get away, and here's Havens on the right side, swinging around over to the left. And now here's Hughes with the steal, breaking away. Will lay it up and not get the roll. Long pass high and out of bounds, and Mount Olive will give it right back.
Once again, Trojans blow a fairly good opportunity at 2.
4:20 left to go here in the fourth. North Greenville trying to pick up their 4th win on the season overall. What would be their 3rd conference win. Here's Carter over the left side, foot on the line for 2, too strong. And rebound to off of Stiles and off of Stoddard.
A lot going on that. Bounces out off Stoddard.
And here's someone we haven't seen all game, number 15, Kathleen Rogers, in for the first time.
Good 3-point threat for the Crusaders. Trying to put a dagger in right now.
Stiles to the free throw line, jumper up, too strong from Backus, and out of bounds. Off of North Greenville again. Say that went off of Donahue.
Went to the 3rd official to figure that one out.
The official that was from the furthest away. Inbound in the corner, 3 on the way, short, no good from Harris. Jump ball. Rogers getting there and scrapping with Backus. Arrow favors North Greenville.
Rogers well rested, hasn't played today.
Under 4 to go in the 4th. Donahue brings it into front court. Trying to get a screen set by Brazil. Donahue into the lane for the floater, good. Donahue now with 15. Needs 2 more rebounds for a double-double. Havens on the right side for Mount Olive, drives in, laid the basket off, and a foul before the shot.
Foul call number 34, Bailey Brazil.
Brazil gets whistled for her third.
Trying to go up for the block, not enough ball. And all swinging around the circle. Styles in the corner over the head of Stoddard, hits the 3.
That's something the Trojans have needed this entire game without a lot of success, but 14 points in 3 minutes isn't unheard of.
Styles has 4 of her team's 6 threes. Still down 14. 3 minutes to go. Here comes Hughes from the left. Gets the bank shot off and in. Hughes with 7 now. Ball loose again. Scrap for Hughes with the steal. Here comes Rogers down to Stoddard from the right side, and good for Stoddard.
And great play by Hughes to roll over on it and throw it out, so it's not going to end up being a jump ball. It ends up with a fast break opportunity and 2 points for the Crusaders.
Right side 3 on the way from Harris. That one hits.
Triple made number 22, Tamara Harris.
Not sure where this shooting team has been from Mount Olive, but they just got here in the 4th. Donahue, nice behind the back dribble. Takes it from the left, puts it up, gets fouled. Head to the line for 2 shots.
Foul ball number 24, Felicity Havens, her 4th.
That's 4th foul against Havens.
Karen Donahue, the line, 4-2.
Donahue will be at the line for 2 shots here. Able to not get the first one. The next game up for both these teams, Mount Olive heads down further south to due west to take on the Flying Fleet of Erskine at 2 p.m. on January the 20th. North Greenville, their next game, they get a good day's rest off until the 23rd when they'll be back on against Barton on the road in Wilson, North Carolina. 5:30 tip-off there for North Greenville on January the 23rd against Barton once more.
Had a good game on the floor here just Saturday against Barton.
Brazil with the block, but going to get posted for a foul.
That'll be her 3rd, I believe.
Foul shot number 34.
4th.
Brazil, her 4th, team 5th.
And Havens to the line. She has been busy, 6 of 7 from there. Havens gets the roll in. Carter will come in for Rogers here with 1:58 to go. Havens doesn't get the second one. Brazil, though, with the rebound, gets it away to Donahue. Now to Hughes. Hughes right back to Donahue on the run. Gets it into front court. And fires it over to Stoddard. Stoddard goes back to Brazil on the relay in for 2.
Number 34, Bailey Brazil.
Good job by Brazil, and she's got double figures for the game.
4th different Crusader to do that.
Here comes Havens up for 3. In and out, no good. Swatted out of bounds off Donahue. He'll stay with the Trojans. Minute 26 to go. North Greenville looking good for their 4th win on the season. Inbound goes back outside the circle to pick up Backus, and now Harris. Harris going to launch a long 3 and hit it. Now the three-point stats getting padded from Mount Olive. That's their 8th made one out of 25 attempted. Donahue to Hughes. And Hughes trying to lean into the defender, draw the contact, gets away from her, kicks it out to Carter. Left side wants three. Too strong. Rebound to go to Stiles. 3-on-2 here for a second. Stiles fires it out to Harris again for three. Short, no good. Gets her own rebound off the tip, fires it again, still nothing. Jump ball again. Here comes Brazil down with it, and she's fouled.
That looks like
Foul call number 14, Jade Backus.
Against Backus.
Backus got it.
Her fourth.
And that's her fourth.
41 seconds left to play in the game. It's not really going to affect anything whether or not someone fouls out at this point.
It's still going to be a statement win here by North Greenville. They've had some struggles throughout this season, but a good start. Your playoff run starts here. Carter over the right side for Donahue. Can hold it down to about 11 seconds. Carter and Donahue trading it. And now Hughes. On left side, we got 20 seconds left. Hughes runs it through the circle, 5 to shoot. Carter with it. Takes it from the left, goes to Brazil for two more. 13 seconds left. Mount Olive will roll it to half court. One more shot from the Trojans as Stoddard brings pressure up. With 5 seconds left, North Greenville looking good as one more shot from Mount Olive goes in good from Tolliver. And Lady Crusaders will inbound it and run this one out. A 14-point win for North Greenville, 84-70 over the Trojans of Mount Olive in dominant fashion.
University and all of the partnering sponsors would like to thank you for attending today's game. The next home game for the Crusaders will be this Wednesday, January 31st. Taking on Emmanuel College at 5:30 p.m.
Quite a victory here for Hayes Gymnasium for North Greenville, this women's team. Able to pick up their 4th win. They'll improve to 4-12 overall, 3-6 in the Conference Carolinas. Mount Olive drops to 6-11, 4-5 within the Conference Carolinas.
And this was a win North Greenville needed to get back on their feet, get something going, and this is by far the best performance they've had in quite some time.
So your final score again, 84-70. North Greenville wins it. And North Greenville really used a dominant second and kept that going into the third, outscoring Mount Olive 26-8 in the second, 27-16 in the third. Kept it fairly close in the fourth. Mount Olive did outscore North Greenville by 4 points. But you look at the efforts from Karen Donahue. She finishes the game with 16 points, 3 assists, 8 rebounds. Elizabeth Trenum, 14 points, 3 rebounds. Cameron Carter tacks on 21 more. Bailey Brazil with the double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds and the assist. Averett cashing in another 2. Savannah Hughes with 7. And let's see, Schmidt and that is Stoddard rounding out the scoring, it looks like.
Shelton's 8 points to throw on top of that.
For Mount Olive, Felicity Havens does not reach the double-double mark, although she finishes tied with the leading scoring margin. She has 21 points, 6 rebounds. Nia Stiles also with 21 points, 5 rebounds. Tamaya Harris, those couple of late threes, gets her to 10 for the game. So now time to announce Moses Greer Player of the Game, and then this statement win by North Greenville's really got quite a basket full to pick from.
There's a lot to pick from, but if I were to pick anyone, obviously the scoring from both Donahue and Carter helped out, putting up a 14-point victory, but defensively, Bailey Brazil had one of the best games of her career, scoring a double-double, 12 points.
And we don't even
get the final numbers.
Finishes with still 3 blocks.
3 blocks, with 2 of them wiped out by, another 2 wiped out by fouls, one of which wasn't even her fault. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and an assist.
North Greenville also able to force the turnovers there. They pick up 8 steals as a team. That's a good number to see up there. So your Moses Greer Player of the Game, number 34, Bailey Brazil, for her double-double performance here today for North Greenville, seals the win, 84-70, and some much-deserved rest for this North Greenville women's team. They will be at Martin January 23rd for a 5:30 tip-off. We still got one more game to go as the guys team will be taking on, the North Greenville guys team will be taking on the #1 team in the Conference Carolinas. That is the Mount Olive Trojans, still undefeated in conference play.
I mean, it's not like North Greenville beat #2 in their last outing.
Last Saturday, North Greenville did take down the #2 team in the conference. That was Barton. So North Greenville looking to go back, looking to go back-to-back wins over the top 2 teams in the conference. So your final score here again for the women's game, 84-70. North Greenville with the W over the Trojans of Mount Olive. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Reset things for the men's game coming up here in just over 22 minutes on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Go.